Hello, 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 hello. I am here for the third stream of Persona 5 during Golden Week. We got this one, we got Saturday, and then we got Monday. And then I got a 4-day hiatus before the next one. But yeah, welcome in. I am looking forward to doing another one of these. Oh, it's one-shot music. I have never played One Shot, but I've heard it's pretty good. Weirdly, it's an indie game that I think I would quite like, and I've mostly avoided spoilers for it online. The temperature today, chat, is 20 degrees. Doesn't feel that hot today. I think it's because there's actual wind outside. There's wind that's moving the air. It's not the stagnant heat, which is nice. We got a bit of news to get through. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Again, these back-to-back streams, there's not going to be that much in terms of news because this literally happened the day after, but I have got a couple of things today. Starting with schedule, as I said before, Friday today, we're halfway through. Then the next one will be Saturday, and the one after that will be Monday. Oh, the pyramid looks kind of cool with the blue sky like chromed out. Yes, today we're going to be doing the palace. We're going to be going through the Pyramid Palace. Futaba's palace. It was very good last time what happened, and I'm looking forward to going back here. Games right now, chat, because there are games coming out in May. There are more games releasing. The Midnight Walk, which I've seen, I don't know if I'm going to play it right away, but I love the art style of it. It looks really cool. Doom the Dark Ages, I will be playing that immediately, because I love Eternal, and I really like 2816 as well. So, get me in there, get me back in there in software. I want to play it, and I'm going to do probably a few scatter shots of it. That is the plan. Blades of Fire 2, I don't know what to feel of this game, because it's made by the Metroid Dread devs. And it looked pretty cool. It looked like another Souls-like, so that might be my Souls-like for May. I've been playing Kazam recently, so this might be the next one that comes out afterwards. So, yep. And then Fretless, a music-driven RPG where you use different stringed instruments. Looked also kind of neat. A lot of interesting games coming out in May, and it doesn't stop in June because guess what comes out at the end of May? Night Rain. And that other Souls, like Lost Souls Aside, is coming out. Then Deltarune in June, Mario Kart World, Death Stranding, System Shock 2. Ah! And then the Summer Games Fest. When is that going to be? I assume that's going to be June time. Christ, we're already almost there too. Right. It's time to start talking about stuff to look forward to and talk about something that's very stupid that happened. I did not have a chance to speak about this on stream, even though I said I was going to. We recently found out, last night anyway, that Giant Bomb, as we know it, as kind of a visual kind of news segment for video games and playing games on YouTube, kind of a platform for that, for people to watch, has now fallen apart because fandom wants to turn Giant Bomb into a GameFAQs website. Just like written guides for games. And obviously the people who are working here do not want to do that, and they have left, including Jeff Grubb, and I assume Dan Rykard too, considering that he wasn't very happy about this either during his junk stream. So yeah, Giant Bomb is gone. I only recently started watching them because of Discord recommendations, and I really liked them. That was around the time that Voidburger left, and I watched her play through Silent Hill 2 Remake, and also my RPG. So that was one small grace that came out of this. Not a massive one, but they were trying to bring something back. They were trying their best with Blight Club, Game Mess Mornings, all that, but fandom were like, no, we don't want good things. We want you to become a game guides website. Why? Well, apparently the higher-ups are very out of touch with it and don't understand that, like, this is a stupid decision. But yeah, there we go. Giant Bomber gone. Another awful note for, you know, media online. Also, Polygon are apparently suffering too. So that's good. Just kill every single online game you know, advice site or commentary. Just kill them all. Why not? Fuck's sake. Moving on to a more positive thing. Andor. I watched episode 5 this morning before beginning the stream. I had some bacon sandwiches and I enjoyed watching episode 5 of Succulent Star Wars, which is Andor basically. Again, an intermediary episode. I think that these episodes in particular are going to be rough for people because this is all setup. You can tell these 3 episodes are all about setup. They're not necessarily going to be the biggest events. Not everything is going to go down in these 3 episodes, but it's going to be important for the plot moving forward. Such as seeing Saw, who first appeared in Clone Wars, mind you, getting such a massive glow up in these live action projects, Rogue One and now Andor. I love this speech at the end. Didn't expect to like Willman as much as I did, considering he wasn't really feel like a massive character until this point, but he seems pretty cool. I'm probably going to die in this show. A lot of characters are probably going to die in the last 6 episodes. I have no idea what's going to happen with Gorman. I assume a massacre is coming. It's not going to be good for the rebellion. I liked seeing Cassian in like an entirely different like outfit and appearance. He's usually like the roguish character, so him playing like a fashion designer and having to put on the Riz was great. I loved it. I love watching that. Other things, again, not really a whole lot to talk about because we're going to be building towards a couple of things, I think. Like, there's something probably going to happen with Bix. Something probably is going to happen with Luthen and that art gallery where apparently a microphone is going to get seen. I also like how that whole microphone thing is very dumb if you really think about it, but it also makes sense because they just have all these different communication devices connected to different parts of like the galaxy, trying to keep track of all of that. Like, as Luthen said himself, they're drowning in it. So of course they were bound to make a mistake at some point, and now they have, and they have to deal with it. So that's probably going to be a big part in episode 6. But yeah, I'm curious to see where this is all going to be going. I also thought that Cyril was going to have a redemption arc, but they pretty much proved he wasn't going to after how excited he got after being praised for his deception when he went back to the ISB. So yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting any of that. Also, I haven't put spoiler thing on. Oops. I mean, it's kind of what you got to expect, I think, with this. But yeah, spoiler thing on. Spoiler for Andor. Welcome in, Maelstrom. Episode 6, I'll review that tomorrow. And then we're going to wait until Wednesday for more episodes of this. I am very happy that these episodes are coming out in 3 patches, in 3 episode patches, because the last season did that for the first 3 episodes, but after that it didn't do it, and that kind of dampened the experience a bit. I'm very happy they're doing it like 3 episodes a week, 3 episodes a week, 3 episodes a week, because it allows you to kind of have a bit more to play around with here, and I appreciate their bravery in doing that as well. But that's what I feel like streaming services should be doing all the time. Like, yes, release your episodes weekly to keep, you know, people on your service, but release them in bulk. Don't release them in like 1 episode a week, 1 episode a week. Because it's fine with Andor, because each episode is around 50 minutes long, but with shows like Mandalorian, that's like 30 minutes, and then you gotta wait a week. And then you gotta wait a week. And there's not enough there to really sink your teeth into. But that's it. That's what I'm currently watching and now currently playing. Mainly just Blueprints. The counterpoint, as someone who watches like 20 animes as they're airing, that is a very only you problem though, Maelstrom. That's an only you problem. Can't blame anyone but yourself for that. Oh, Half-Life 2 Episode 2, set to sweep. But yeah, today will be good. We're actually going to get a lot of combat in this episode. I think we're going to be mainly just doing combat here, with a little bit of story in there as well. The plan is to get the entire palace done, which we should theoretically be able to do. Because, like, the way the palaces are designed in this game, I'm not too worried about that either, because you don't fight a boss at the end. You send out the calling card, then you do the boss. Did I miss the blueprints talk? No, I wasn't really talking too much about it. I have a major gripe with blueprints, I will say, and a smaller one. The big gripe is whoever designed the save system in that game. Why? Why did you do this? You can't save mid-run. Why not? Just allow the player, if they want to save and then go back. Might be like, but Flower, it doesn't matter. It just resets anyway, and you don't keep anything. Wrong. If you do a sauna, you get 20 extra foot. What if I want to pre-prepare, and then I don't have time to do what I want to do? That's like an hour and a half of progress. The suspend save, yeah, I think it needs to do that. Like, have a patch for that at some point. And also, like, if you do save and exit, sometimes it doesn't save, which kind of defeats the point of saving. Like, I had a run where I did day 18, and then I saved and exited, and it didn't save. Good. I lost some floppy disks, and I wasn't able to upgrade my rooms. So I don't know why it doesn't have a quick load or... Yeah, no, and what I mean is, like, suspend load. Like, you just load back in where you were, not like saving and then going back on that save point. But as you also point out, who cares? It's a single player puzzle game. You're not going to net anything by doing that. Just quality of life. And then the small gripe I have with blueprints is it really needs a mind map system. I know I'm the mind map, and I shouldn't complain about that. It's not even a complaint really, because it's the quality of life that I had from Outer Wilds. But my main issue of this is I have figured out a puzzle involving chess pieces. However, that will require me to go through every single room again and check what chess pieces in them. I think a mind map is rare than you think in puzzle games. Well, the issue here with blueprints is because there can be the most minor of details in each room. Instead of spending the time being like, okay, I know where to go to find this information, it kind of does not hold your hand at all. I don't need it to hold my hand necessarily, but I would like it per se to at least be like, maybe it has something to do with this room in particular. Because there's so much. There's so many rooms. You're just going to end up being like, oh, I'm never going to find that again. And there are a couple of puzzles in the game that kind of require you to remember them. And keeping all of that in your head is difficult. So, which is why notes are good, but notes can take you so far, I think, in this. Because you don't have the context. But yeah, it's a minor gripe. It's not a massive thing, but I think Outer Wilds did that better. Did that way better. You do not realize how good the mind map is in Outer Wilds until you play it, because it tells you places you should look at. But maybe we'll get in some quality of life later. I don't know. But we'll see. Anyway, chat. I was going to do some guess the game, but kind of wish I was playing on stream so I could use the Steam Notes feature in the Steam overlay. Oh, and Steam. I just use Pure F. That's where all my notes are. Just mad ramblings, basically. Yeah, as I said, I was going to do some... what was it? What was I going to say? I was going to do some guess the game, but we didn't have time. So that'll be a Saturday thing. Right. I'll see you guys after the intro.